there are really some things in this life that we women should not, never be doing. Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to share with you some things that I believe that we as women should never be doing. The opinions in the video are my personal opinions, and feel free to share your own opinion in the comment section below and just to do what pleases you. Let's just get straight to the first point. The first thing that we women should not be doing is trying to avoid the need to be called crazy. Is it just me or is it everyone else? After being on earth for a long time, I have come to realize that whenever a woman is assertive, whenever a woman knows exactly what they want, whenever a woman disagrees with an opinion, whenever a woman stands up for the truth, even though it's the truth, that we often get called crazy. If you're really a woman out there and you're just trying to figure out your life and be a good person and live the best way possible in this life, a lot of people consider us crazy, and it is easy to listen into that line of thought and try to do things like try to, slow down, try to belittle ourselves, try to shut up sometimes just because we don't want to be called crazy. Well, I have bad news for you. We as women should actually avoid trying not to do things just because we are scared of being called crazy. I learned this from Oprah. Oprah said there will come a point in time in your life when people will start saying, hey, who does she think she is? And the same applies to men actually. When you come to a stage in your life where people are like, what actually do you think you are? Know that you're actually doing something. If you are doing anything in this life and no one is criticizing you, it is very possible that you're going in the wrong direction. Do not stop saying the right things. Do not stop owning up to defend other women. Do not stop being you, being true to yourself, just bringing out the best with you, like coming as you are, because you are scared that someone who honestly is also even just trying to figure themselves out is going to call you crazy. So that's the first thing that we women should not be doing. The next thing I want to share, which is really very unpopular these days, is actually being rude to other women. And this is something I have noticed. Honestly, we complain about how men treat us all the time, but actually the disease that kills women is women against other women. And I have always found that whenever women start feel like their money is increasing, their life is improving, they're gaining more education, or they are just in a place of power, they start, or we, including myself, we start to belittle other women who are around us, who are struggling. We can't blame the men and then turn around and even be worse to our own brothers and sisters. Maybe you are really in a good place and you've employed some other women to work for you. Maybe it's in your house. Just because they're working for you and they're like a housekeeper in your house right now doesn't mean that they might not be able to start a business for themselves tomorrow. Yeah, so just because you are in a good place now, things might turn around for you, okay? Tomorrow you might be the house help and the house help will be the billionaire, okay? Just because people are in a certain situation at a particular moment doesn't mean that God has forgotten about them. Just because we are earning very high now doesn't mean that we might not lose our jobs tomorrow. We can't be out here accusing the men of not listening to us, and yet in the presence of other women we also are not willing to listen to what the other women have to say. We are not also respecting the other women. If we are to complain, we have to be sure that we are setting the examples for the men to follow. That said, we should not be mean and rude to other women irrespective of the circumstances. Someone will say, well, the lady tried me, they did this. You have the power to be silent. You have the power to turn the other cheek. You have the power to cut them off. You have the power to have empathy, okay? You don't have to disrespect another woman. On the contrary, what we should be doing is really just supporting our sisters out there, because life is hard, especially as a woman. So we should be extending our hands and pulling up other people in any capacity that we can, rather than pull them down and turn down their opinions and shut them up whenever it pleases us or whenever we can. Another thing that we as women should not be doing, hold on, before I get to the next point, please just share with me below some things that you're observing women do these days and things that you think that we women should stop doing. While at it, please do not forget to subscribe and like the video so YouTube can actually push this video further. That said, the next point is the fear of being alone. I know times are hard. Sometimes I grew up, there were times where I never had money to do anything for myself, but waiting is everything. Do not be scared of being alone, and do not be deceived by all these relationships out here. You know, what we see in the movies is all acting. I'm not saying that relationships are necessarily all bad. Not all that glitters is gold. So if you are a woman and you're single out there, do not feel like you have to be paired up with somebody. Grow you, educate yourself, be the best version of yourself, so that when you find a relationship or someone, that you bring in your 100% into the relationship. Because you know what, I can talk from experience. Money does come later on. Money will come if you refocus the attention you're focusing to look for men, to grow yourself, to develop yourself, to change your mindset, to start a business for yourself, okay, to save your money. The money will come. It just takes a little more patience. It just takes a little more time. Just be careful. And if you are alone, maybe I can tell you that you're really not missing out a lot, okay? Take care of yourself, nourish yourself, grow yourself, improve on yourself. And when it's the right time, because God always makes everything beautiful in His own time, when it's God's own time, you will have a partner. You'll be blessed with someone to get into a relationship with. By that time, it is important that you be ready. And really, sometimes we women are even in a better place, and we are so stressed out about everything, and we start looking out for this man. And it's not all the time that when you find a man, that the man also is at a good place and is really ready to be in that relationship and to put in their 100%. So we have to be mindful and not rush this thing, and really just be careful and patient. The next thing I want to share that women should not be doing is actually just flirting with everyone who cares. I've seen men in my life who are married but who go about like touching everyone's bum that comes their way. Okay, it is disgusting. And sometimes we women, if you see another woman's man interested in you and flirting with you and being touchy-feely with you, sometimes we feel like it's a victory that we have over the other woman. But trust me, when you buy into that nonsense and actually give in and offer yourself for the men to do that to us, what we are doing is that we are actually being cheap, we are actually being unworthy, and we are being tacky. Most often we think that when men do that, it's maybe because they care for us or that they love us, but they're married, so they're basically using you. So we really have to be careful and not show up flirting with everyone who cares. And while sometimes it's the men who come to us like trying to flirt, sometimes it's us who think, you know, this person is married to a very beautiful woman. You know, maybe I can scratch and find out what this woman is enjoying from this man and just be, you know, all over the place. Again, you're showing that you don't love yourself. You're showing that you're so cheap. You're saying that you're unworthy. You're saying that you don't deserve the best, or that you don't deserve your own man, and all things like that. So I am hoping that we women should stay away from being cheap and offering ourselves to people who do not deserve us. Okay, so these are the only few things that I wanted to share with you today. If you fall in this category of women who think that opening up to anyone makes you more beautiful and feel loved. I hope that you know that you're better than that. You deserve someone who is just for you, and who cares for you, and who loves you. And you might just need a little bit of time to find that person for you. Again, leave a comment below, share your opinion about this topic. Are there any things in particular that you personally have stopped doing after just growing up and just being a better person? Please share below. And again, do not forget to subscribe and come back to this channel where we talk more of self-improvement, life in Canada, business, and I also share some vlogs and just lifestyle videos. Thank you so much for watching, and if you watched up to here, I appreciate you. But before you go, I'm going to put some videos on the screen. The first video is about the power of silence. I made a video on some things that we should keep to ourselves and how it benefits us to really be silent sometimes, and just the power of silence. So I'm going to put a link to the video on the screen. And also previously I made a video on some things that I no longer buy, just to save my money more. So if you're interested in that video, you can click on the screen to watch the video. Okay, thank you so much, and I hope that I see you again soon.